Hello, friends. It's Tuesday, December 8th, and I'm recording a day early because tomorrow is very busy with recording memorial services and worship in the sanctuary. So, boy, this has been a tough couple of weeks for our congregation in terms of losing some longtime members whose contributions to our church and community are huge. Most recently, Ben Reddish died on Saturday night. He had been ill and in the hospital for a couple of weeks. Joey and Jamie, his son and wife, were able to be with him several times before he passed on. And I was able to FaceTime in for a prayer with all of them a couple of times, for which I'm grateful. We are going to hold a memorial service to celebrate Ben's life on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 4 o'clock, and the Zoom information as well as an online copy of the order of worship and the obituary will be available in 3700 Pacific on Friday. We also lost during Thanksgiving weekend, Jesse Haney, who at 100 years was one of our longest time members at Central. She was baptized in the old church downtown at 6 weeks of age, I believe. And she was very active in the church over the years. She lived in San Francisco for a period of years when she was working, but moved back to Stockton. And she is one of the first people I visited. I took her communion the very first Sunday Jan and I were at Central, and we will miss her. Renee Robbins died on Thanksgiving. She was 97. She lived at the Commons, and I again had a chance to visit with her a few times, and she and her husband Reed were quite active in the church in earlier years. And then, of course, Stan Jacobs died in November, and we are going to hold a Zoom memorial service for him on Saturday, the 19th of December. And the information for that service will be in next week's emails from the church. So this is a real time of loss and remembrance, but also joy and thanksgiving at the enormous impact of these lives on our community. We give thanks to God for these saints who have now gone to be with others who have preceded them in death, and we imagine them in life eternal and know that someday we will join them in this communion of saints who have left this earth. Our county right now is at a very difficult and critical time in terms of combating COVID-19, as I'm sure you know. And as of yesterday, we had 0 ICU beds in the county, which is scary for all of us. And because of this, and because we anticipate that the situation will not improve in the next few weeks, Alan and I have made the difficult decision to not have our planned drive-through Christmas Eve in the parking lot. We were hoping for a simple drive-through service, but we feel when we're under a stay-at-home order that even that is not wise. And so we will, of course, have Christmas Eve worship, and it will be available starting at 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve online. There will be special music, Christmas scriptures. Lisette and I are going to lead this service together, and it will be bilingual, so we'll have a chance to hear. We'll project the words of the language other than that which is being spoken, so we can really celebrate the multicultural nature of our congregation as we hear the familiar Christmas story. So I'm looking forward very much to sharing that online service with you for Christmas Eve. We also have some great special music coming up in the next couple of weeks as we continue our our journey through Advent. I'm thrilled at the response of our congregation to Project Angel Tree. This is a program that allows parents who are incarcerated to send a gift card and a card to their children who are at home so that the children have something from the parent at Christmas time. And we've had so many people, both in and outside of Central, donate funds to make sure that we can purchase 168, I believe, gift cards for the 84 children we are sponsoring in this way. So I thank you very much for your generosity. This will make a big difference in the lives, not only of the children, but also of their parents. I will say that next week, on Monday, our Staff Parish Relations Committee, our Personnel Committee will meet, and on Wednesday, our Church Council will meet, and we will need to take a look at our financial situation for 2021. I believe we are going to finish 2020 in a good position with our bills paid and our obligations met. Right now, we have over 100 pledges that represent a very strong average pledge, but we do not have as many pledge cards as we hope to have. And so if you missed turning in a pledge card, or if you intend to give online, as many of our members do, but would like to have a record of pledge giving and would like to have envelopes, it will help us a great deal if you can turn in a pledge card so that we can better project our income for next year. I understand that this is a very challenging time financially for some of our members, and I also want to be sure that people know we do have some designated funds available at church for those who might need help with food or the utility bill. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you're able and you haven't yet returned a pledge card, this would be a really good time to do that. I know that we will creatively figure out how to support our ministries, perhaps in some new ways as we head into 2021. So I continue to be enormously grateful to be your pastor, and I continue to be grateful for the many ways that our wonderful volunteers and our staff team are stepping up and figuring out how to reach out during these most unusual times. The third Sunday of Advent, we light the pink candle, which is the candle representing joy. And as we think about joy to the world at the coming of Jesus, I know that for many of us, our Christmas celebration this year will be a bit different, but I'm confident that we can still experience the joy of life and connection and the satisfaction of giving and sharing, perhaps in new ways. So I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. I look forward to seeing you in Bible study and our remote Zoom coffee hour. And please reach out if there is a special way that I can support you or your church can support you during this time. So thank you for listening to my weekly message, and I look forward to seeing you soon.